point of view of Kashmiris, it was important to try to understand what was going on and what potential solutions we had to getting back to our homeland. Tonight we have a video presentation of a movie from director Ashok Pandit from Bombay. He sent us an early release copy, and we're going to put it on in a few minutes. Following that, we'll have a speaker, Mr. Nehru, on the cultural aspects of Kashmir, followed by a wonderful melodious singing by our famous singer from Kashmir. We'll start the movie right now. At this point, from the short clip that you saw, you have to admit that it's very poignant, very moving, and with a translation in English, it can be a powerful tool to assist the community in promoting the awareness of what's happening in Kashmir, what has happened and what continues to happen. At this point, I'd like to introduce Mr. Nehru. He's going to be speaking about how we can preserve the culture in Kashmir and ways of doing that. That's fine. Where is Mr. Nehru? Mr. Nehru. All right.
Brothers and sisters, you will agree with me that after seeing this picture of sufferance and turmoil in the valley, it is very difficult to speak. One's hearts are heavy. But we have to respond to what is happening. I am proud that I am a Kashmiri Pandit. I am proud not because I am proud just because I am a Kashmiri Pandit. I am proud because I belong to this community which has a sufferance of thousands of years behind it. This is not the first time that we have faced this onslaught. In fact, all my brothers and sisters of my community sitting here must recognize the fact that it is hundreds of years of suppression that we have rejected conversion. Sheikh Abdullah, Allama Iqbal, they were all Kashmiri Pandits, their ancestors. They turned away, but we did not. So there is in our blood active resistance. That resistance cannot be broken. Let us announce it from all floors wherever we have occasion to speak. Nobody can break us, and we are very resolute. But the present onslaught has a dimension which is slightly different than the previous onslaughts. Different in the aspect that the valley, which was the place of our abode, where inspiration was coming to us, is being snatched away from us. You know, to put it in Hindi या उर्दू, ताकि अलग जैसे हो जाएंगे, पीछे से डोर कटी, पतन उड़ गया, ये गिर जाएगा, ये खतरा है. So इस वक्त का the present challenge is much more deeper, stronger, and challenging. At this juncture, we need certain instruments which we should strengthen, keep floating, keep fighting, keep ourselves alive. And one of the instruments is our language. Somehow or other, we are going away from that language. We are not speaking that language. Most of our children do not speak. Most of our young men do not speak. It is only few now who are still speaking Kashmiri. I will firstly say the first point of our fight against this onslaught is keep alive the language, find out how we can enrich it, how we can propagate it within our children. That is number one. Number two is our traditions. The tradition should be kept alive. What are our traditions? This is to be studied. and we have to follow those traditions. Our important days, our calendar, which is Saptarishi calendar, which is 5077 is the present year of our calendar, which means there's such a day. So, who were our previous personalities and persons in the community, we have to celebrate their days. We have to celebrate our occasions. I think the best way is to have conversations with our children in our language, in our traditions, so that they learn about our traditions. This is number 2. Number 3 is that we should try to inculcate in all families the short history of our community, plus important books. We can suggest a set of books which every Kashmiri Pandit should have in his home, in his library, so that he refers to it from time to time. I think these are some of the methods by which we can keep our tradition alive and kicking. My confidence is that the present period is such that we have to keep fighting. Unless we fight, there will be no result. Otherwise, there will be no result. World situation has changed. I know when previous answers were there, the communication was poor. Information didn't percolate from place to place. But now we have internet. We have communication. We can use all these instruments to keep our culture and traditions alive and kicking. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nadu. Just to let everyone know here, we in the Bay Area have started a Kashmiri-speaking program for the children and for the adults. Starting in September, we will be offering classes every Sunday or Saturday, depending on where you live, at Balvihar. And I would encourage parents to send their kids to Balvihar so they can learn Kashmiri. We have volunteers who have graciously volunteered their time and energy to prepare the course material during the summer and to teach the children. We also have volunteers who will be teaching the adults at a separate time, so they don't have to sit with the kids and learn dynamic. And I would encourage you to sign up. If any of you are interested, feel free to contact Monica. Monica, could you wave your hand? And she's coordinating the efforts on behalf of the community. Thank you, Monica. Now, the convener of Indo-American Community Forum, Mr. Jeevan Zuchi, for a few words.
I promise I'm not going to take your time because we're already behind schedule. We started a little late. I welcome you again, and it has been really a pleasure. We had a very successful convention this morning. We have so many delegates from all over. And by the way, the person who just spoke, Mr. Nehru, he was the president of Kashmiri Samiti, a very respected organization back in New Delhi. Let's give him a big hand again. Mr. Nehru. We have here from Indo-American Kashmir Forum, our president, Dr. Vijay Sazal, that some of you might not have met him this morning. Vijay, where's Vijay? Dr. Vijay Sazal. We have Dr. Hira Podedar from Indo-American Kashmir Forum, who came all the way from Cleveland. Where's Dr. Podedar? Here. We have Upender Nazir. Upender Kaur Nazir. Where's Upender? Upender. He's going to be talking to you about membership drive, remember? And we have Rajiv Pandit. Where's Rajiv? Rajiv has been a great help. Rajiv. We also have our honored guests from Chicago, Lee Kachru and Ravinder Kaur. I hope they're still with us. They didn't leave yet, did they? Oh, they're here. We're very delighted to have all these delegates, and this morning we had a very successful seminar which some of you attended. And right now we have some of our community leaders who have come from Los Angeles. We have Dr. Krishna Reddy, the president of Indo-American Kashmir. Dr. Reddy, thank you for coming. And we have Sunil Agi, he's the president of Indo-American Political Foundation, and we welcome you, Sunil. Not to take your time this time because we're really behind schedule and we had to just cut the movie short. I would like to request Sunil Agi to invite our most honored guest tonight, Honorable Congressman Mike Honda. Sunil Agi.
Thank you, Jeevan. Jeevan has been very, very active in Northern California, and we must applaud his effort in Northern California Democratic Party. He's been the voice of the Indo-American community, truly has been working very hard to carry the voice of the Indo-American community. I'm not here to give any speeches. I've been given 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes gone praising Jeevan. I must tell you I'm honored to be here tonight. When Jeevan asked me to come and be part of this organization, Indo-American Kashmir Forum, I was honored to be sharing this beautiful evening with you. I must tell you, I have the same struggle as you do in Kashmir. I want to make sure that Kashmir is part of India, not just Indian Kashmir, but occupied by Pakistan, also belongs to India. Cross-border terrorism must stop. Whoever is involved in creating atrocity on civilized people in Kashmir, it must stop. I'd like to take you to another part in California and an inspiration to the Indo-American community. Another person who was born here, raised here, but his parents were sent to internment camps because they were Japanese American. And as a child, he spent his time in internment camp. He struggled through that and came back to California in 1953. Ran for school board in 1981, then became a first county supervisor in 1986. In 1990 and 1992, he became the assembly member from San Jose. He's an inspiration to the Indo-American community. When you talk about struggle, he's been in the internment camp. Yet, he overcame all those objections and became a congressman in the year 2000. Please welcome Congressman Mike Honda.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Yes. Oh, well. Thank you very much for having me, and I'm very pleased to be here and honored to share this evening with you, especially when I begin to understand that many of you come from all parts of this country to gather together in this forum and to share information and also create more awareness. I'm very honored to be here with you and also to have met so many new people. And so I'm going to be really relying upon my friends and my new friends to be my teacher also. I am a high school teacher by training. I taught chemistry and biology and Spanish, but I also understand that a teacher's continues to be a good teacher when the teacher continues to be a student. And among you, I have many teachers, so I will continue that. Before I continue even further this evening, I want to introduce to you one of my staff persons from our office here, a young man who spent 2 years in Peace Corps in Cameroon, and is also a young man that grew up in this area who's working with me. His name is Rohit. Ready? Stand up. Please recognize. I also want to thank the Indo-American Kashmir Forum for inviting me this evening. And I have to tell you that this is probably the first major step in my education on the issues that you care about and that I saw on the videotape that evokes profound pain and emotion too. The Indo-Americans who are in this valley have participated in this valley and contributed to its growth. And as an Asian American myself, I know that it's important that Asian Americans, regardless of which background we are in this aggregation of Asian Americanness, it's important that we speak up. It's important that we participate, even though at times we've been taught that if we do speak up, we may run into the situation where we get hammered down. In our culture, in Japanese American culture, we have a saying that the nail that rises above the board gets nailed down. What that really means is that you have to really be careful, because if you do speak up, you run the risk of being hammered back into the board. But here we also try to teach our youngsters that to participate, you have to stand up to be seen, to speak up, to be heard, and to share, to be understood. And what Mr. Nehru had shared with you about cultural awareness and the continuance of culture and language is critically important. Me being third generation Japanese American, my father taught Japanese. My mother doesn't speak English. She was born here though, and yet she still speaks the 18th century Japanese. And I lost it. I lost my ability to continue my education in Japanese because of the social pressures, of the pressures after the World War II, where people teased you about being Japanese, or they picked you out and picked on you. And all those things became lessons for me. When I became a teacher, decided that I must take my own experience and turn that into instruction, and to encourage communities, to coalesce together and teach their youngsters their language, their culture, their practices, their beliefs. And the reason I say that is because I'm convinced that the way you transmit culture is through the language. The language is the cultural transmission from one generation to another. And so I reinforce and I endorse the admonition to have your children learn the language. It's going to be hard because the children on Saturdays and Sundays would rather do something else. They would rather watch TV, play baseball, be with their friends. But when they get older, they will turn around and say to you, "Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad." Because I understand today what that skill really means. That makes me a better individual and ultimately a better American because you get to share that with other people. When I was a principal of an elementary school, I opened up the school to bring in the Cambodians so they can teach their children the language on Sunday. On Saturday, I opened up my school to
to let the Vietnamese continue to teach their children. And my teacher said, Mike, these are our classrooms. Why are you doing this? I said, the schools belong to the community. It doesn't belong to us. And the facility belongs to the community. And I know that as a Japanese American, we had to find places to pass on our language and our culture. And the struggle is a difficult one, but it's a necessary one. So I applaud you for doing that. You know, with the increasing participation in the political process, the Indo-American community is making its voice heard in many spheres of American life. We have heard a few of the individuals who worked hard to bring Indo-Americans into the political process. Sunil Agi, a good Democrat, but more than that, a good human being. And because he understands his background and culture, an effective leader. We are also fortunate to have with us Jivan Zutia, a leader in Northern California. And their leadership of the Indo-American Political Foundation have made it into a highly effective American community nationwide. And politicians are more aware of the issues confronting the Indo-American community as a result of the work of the Indo-American Political Foundation. And I'm heartened as an Asian American to see these folks involved, because without that selfless service to the community, the rest of the community will remain ignorant. I stand before you today confessing that I am ignorant of the things that are going on overseas. But what I do share in common is understanding of oppression, the understanding of the dissolution of families, the fear, destabilization that terrorism brings. So with that comes my first lesson, that we have to say something in common that I can affectively, emotionally touch out and understand some small piece of what it is that brings you pain when you think about the things that are going on overseas. I want to help make a difference, not only in your lives, but in the lives of each and every person that I work for. As a new member of Congress, I can tell you that the close relationships I've developed with members of the Indo-American community has been immensely valuable. Friendships that I've made with folks like Ananda Nivati, who take it upon herself to educate me, but with care, with great care. And that is my duty as a congressman, to make sure that at the new level, at the congressional level, where we're talking about issues on an international level, that I'm moved into an area where, for the first time in my life, rather than just reading about international relationships, that I'm required to be more informed, so that the decisions I make as a congressperson, and that the kind of interaction I have and the information I share with my colleagues will bring better relations internationally. Today's forum has been an opportunity for many people, and I tell you that very few politicians truly understand really the gravity of the situation in Kashmir, because they do not know you, number one, but number two, we don't keep on top of the issues overseas. It's all the more important that you continue to make friends with folks like Congressman McDermott, that people like me join the Indian caucus, so that we would understand that the conflict in Kashmir is tragic, that over 35,000 lives have been lost since 1989 in one of the most beautiful regions of this earth, and that makes it truly sad. Just yesterday, a bomb exploded in a shrine near Srinagar, killing 2 and wounding a dozen others. And I understand over 1,000 people have been killed since the recent ceasefire in November of 2000. To me, I've learned that violence in any form is a poison to a harmonious society. Look what it had done to what was once one of the most peaceful and cultured areas in the world. And one lesson we learn from around the world is that violence begets violence. Violence supported or instigated by outside parties and governments destabilizes the prospect for peace. And the conflict in Kashmir has claimed too many lives already. A peaceful and long-term solution to the conflict must be found if there is to be any real peace and progress. And that is why, in a short time, I understand and I applaud Prime Minister Rajpal ceasefire in November of 2000 during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. And equally commendable is his recent invitation to Pakistan's military leader, General Musharraf, to visit India and work towards finding a long-term peaceful solution to the conflict in Kashmir. I hope and I pray that the invitation is accepted, and that the talks are productive, and the end of this tragedy is near. I hope that also this will end the cross-border terrorism against Kashmir Pandits. I'd like to close by reiterating my desire to become more informed, to be an ally to the effort to eliminate terrorism, to eliminate this poison called violence against one another. And that we recognize that this century not be the century of the last century, which was full of violence and war. That this century become a century of reconciliation, that we can bring people back together, that we can practice our religions that tell us that the person next to us is our brother, that the person next to us is our sister, and that we really have a responsibility for each other. And to that end, I will probably get to know the gentleman I just met, Joseph Bodansky, who is on the task force on terrorism and unconventional warfare. And you have a task before you to be my teacher also. And I'm a demanding student because I think that the community is demanding of people like me to work hard, and to understand, and to promote peace and eliminate terrorism. To that end, I pledge that to you. Thank you very much.
Friends, I know you are here this evening and you are waiting to hear one of the finest singers from Bombay, India, Nirja Pandit. I think I should just tell you a little bit. I mean, I can keep on going for the whole night and she's outstanding. But let me tell you a little bit about Nirja Pandit. She hails from Panpur, the saffron-rich village in Kashmir. She completed her master's degree in music from Chandigarh University and started learning vocal from Shambhunath Sokori and subsequently from Pandit Bhajan Sokori, a well-known santoor maestro and a composer. She became a well-known singer on Radio Kashmir
All India Radio, and Doordarshan. After coming to Bombay, she started learning classical music from Sri Ghosh, a well-known Sarangi player, Dhruva Ghosh. She also learned the technique of playback singing from late Shambhu Singh. She has sung title songs for various TV serials, Tere Mere Supne, Chahat Aur Nafrat, Shapat, Sarhad, Noor Jahan, Gul Gulshan Gulfam, Mast Mast Hai Zindagi, Maya, Rishte, Papa Kehte Hain, and several other series. Her song in Hindi feature film Khoobsurat was greatly appreciated. She has also done Sant Sarovar, a bhajan album teamed up with Udit Narayan, Mohammad Aziz, and Suresh Wadekar, and concert shows with Dilip Sen and Sameer Sen. Her forthcoming projects include a Hindi pop album with Lalit Sen and a Hindi feature film, Meri Zameen, for which she has sung a couple of songs. Nirja's husband, Ashok Pandit, is one of the most popular television producers and directors. His serial, Filmi Chakar, on Zee TV and Tere Mere Supne, based on a Kashmiri Pandit family on Zee TV, were very big hits. Meri Zameen is his latest venture. It's a Hindi feature film based on the exodus of Kashmiri Pandits. We are very fortunate that we have someone of Nirja Pandit's standing with us here. And we are very grateful to Nirja for coming all the way just to support this symposium. She had several offers to perform in various parts of the country, but she had to disappoint those people because she is very busy recording and she has to go back. At this time, I would also like to recognize Ashok Ji Pandit's father, who is a saintly figure, who started the Bombay Kashmiri Association several years ago. And he has dedicated his life in the service of the community. And I think it's our honor to honor them. So I would like to invite our Honorable Congressman, Mike Honda, back again. Mike, you had to walk again. So we can be able to honor both of them. First of all, I would like to invite Pandit Niranjan Nath Ji Pandit. I would also like to invite one of our Kashmiri stalwarts, Subhash Razdan. I don't know what Subhash is. Subhash. He is the former President, Chairman of National Federation of Indo-American Associations, and we're a member organization of the NFIA, and on behalf of Indo-American Community Federation, I would like to honor Pandit Niranjan Nath Pandit. Now I would like to invite Nirja Ji to please join us. And Mike, you cannot leave. Nirja, please join us. Nirja is not only an outstanding singer, but she's a very saintly person, and we're really delighted and honored. Dr. Vijay Sazao. Where is Dr. Vijay Sazao? Please. This is on behalf of Indo-American Kashmir Forum. this point, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's getting very late, but we're not going to make this, but I'm going to make it short. I would also like to recognize just few people who are the stalwarts of our community, who have done a lot of work for our Kashmiri community. We have Mr. Pandit Nandlal Zutshi. Pandit Nandlal Zutshi. He is the former president of All India Kashmiri Samaj, and he has dedicated his whole life in the service of the community. We also have Pandit Kachru Sahab. I don't know what Kachru Sahab is. And we have several other people. I think at this point we'll go ahead and start dinner. And after 20 minutes, we'll listen to Nirjaji, and believe me, you will not want the evening to finish. So let's start the dinner now. Thank you.
And the money is being donated towards a charity. Those are a couple of announcements. We have to start the program because Nirjaji has been waiting patiently for all of us to finish our dinner. So without any more ado, I think we should start the music program and all enjoy her beautiful voice. And we have Piyush Ji on the keyboard.
आप सब लोगों को धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ। आपने मुझे यहाँ बुलाया और प्रोग्राम पेश करने का मौका दिया और सम्मान भी दिया। उसके लिए मैं आप सब लोगों की बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ। I am very very thankful to Jeevan ji who gave me the opportunity to perform over here. तो सबसे पहले मैं शारदा वंदना से शुरू करूँगी। शारदा हमारी संस्कृति है, हमारी लिपि है। इसका म्यूज़िक पंडित भजन सोपुरी ने दिया है और इसके बोल डॉक्टर अग्निशेखर ने लिखे हैं। तो पेश है Namah